In today's video, we are going to look at some of the factors you need to consider if you want to start your Airbnb, or even if you are already on Airbnb, and especially in Kenya. So you want to just stick around to the very end, because I am sure there is going to be some very important things that you will learn from this video. And take this from somebody who has been on Airbnb as a host for almost 13 years now, on and off, as well as a guest on Airbnb. So I'm going to be speaking. I think I have the moral authority to address this topic. So as you can see, I am in a very, very beautiful Airbnb in Nanyuki, and I have done a full tour of the Airbnb. I will leave a link in the description box at the bottom of this video, and also in the first pinned comment on this video. You can just go and check it out. So that even as I'm going to be referring to some things on this Airbnb, you can, it can make sense to you. So if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Eva Mtali. So first thing, especially for Kenyans, I have seen a lot of this whereby people say, oh, I'm looking for an Airbnb. Where should I go? Anybody who has a plug. So just go to the airbnb.com platform. Make sure your listing is listed there. And I know for a long time, a lot of people, especially in Kenya, have been evading to go to the Airbnb platform, and they cite various issues like, oh, there's a service charge, there's all this. But my advice for you is, please register your listing on Airbnb so that your customers can find you there. And for a very long time, people have been saying, oh, I don't have a credit card, I don't have a debit card, how am I going to pay? So I am excited. When I was booking this Airbnb, I didn't know about this, but when I was just about to enter my credit card details, there was an M-Pesa pop-up as one of the payment options. So just so you know, you can now pay for your Airbnb in Kenya using M-Pesa, and it's gonna be giving you prices in Kenya shillings. So you don't have to worry like before, where you had to try and convert in your head how much is $70, how much is $45, but now it actually comes in Kenya shillings. So you know what you are purchasing, how much you are paying for. So please let your customers find you on Airbnb. And the best part about it, having your listing on Airbnb on the platform, is that the customer is going to pay you before they come to the property. So hakuna mastori mingi like, oh, this happened and that happened. And also with Airbnb, it gives you an option to choose how you can charge. Let's say, for example, so this particular house I'm staying at is a 2-bedroom apartment. So there's 1 bedroom here, this door, and there's another bedroom on that end. So it can host 4 people comfortably, but I was booking the whole apartment for myself. So the host has segregated, like there's a fee you pay if you're 1 person. If you enter 2 people, you pay a little extra more. If you're 3 of you, you pay a little extra more. If there's 4 of you, a little extra. So this helps you such that you can still attract. So like this property, there are 4 different cabins here, and there's a 3-bedroom, there's 2 2-bedroom, and there's a studio. So I had wanted to book the studio, but it was taken. But I really needed to stay at this property, so I still ended up booking the 2-bedroom. But because they have that tiered fee structure, it still made sense for me to stay here. Though obviously the studio would have been more appropriate, but just the fact that the host has prorated the cost, that one still made it like an option for me. So that is something that Airbnb does for you. And the advantage is that obviously if it's a 2-bedroom and you have 1 person, of course there's gonna be those savings in terms of cleaning. So I've only used 1 room, I've only used 1 bed, so they won't have to change the sheets in the other room, they don't have to change towels, they probably just have to dust the floor. But also for you as a host, it helps you such that you don't have to deal with surprises. Like if somebody comes and shows up, like let's say I had said I was coming by myself, and then I show up with 3 other people, then there's actually evidence on the Airbnb platform that here you actually clicked on 1 person or 2 people. And even in terms of dispute, it becomes very, very easy. Secondly, when you have your platform listed on Airbnb, make sure that's the only place you communicate with your customers, yeah? Or even if you're going to be communicating offline, make sure whatever you're communicating, if let's say it's WhatsApp, you're also communicating the same thing on the Airbnb platform. Because believe you me, in case of dispute, Airbnb won't care what you are discussing on SMS, what you are discussing on Facebook or SMS. What they're going to use is what is on the platform. So try and keep all your conversations on the platform. And then there's something else. So let's say, for example, like me, I have a YouTube channel, I have a TikTok account, I have Facebook, I have all these kind of things. So people might want to contact me through those other platforms to come and stay at my house. And then I'm like, okay, I know this person, let me just go offline. No, even if you find your customers offline, you find them on WhatsApp or whatever, doesn't matter, they're your relatives, your friends, send them back to the platform. And why is this important? Like, for example, the owner of this Airbnb, I know her, I am in a forum with her, our life coaching forum. I know her from there. And I could have very easily just contacted her on WhatsApp, like, hey, I want to stay at your place, blah, blah, blah. But if we had gone that route, then she misses out, because I've really enjoyed my stay here. I have done tons of videos here. It's been an amazing experience. And as much as I'm going to, like I've said, there's a full tour on my Ivam Tali travel channel. It gives me an opportunity to talk about it there, but also to talk about my good experience on the platform. And this helps in terms of algorithms. It helps in terms of people who might not know me through those other platforms. And as they are coming onto Airbnb, they're going to find her listing and they're going to be like, oh my God, this is really a good review. But remember, the other thing with Airbnb, you cannot review if you haven't stayed there. Yeah? So it also gives you an opportunity to have your Airbnb reviewed by people who have actually stayed in your Airbnb. And you know how the algorithms work. The more reviews you have, the more your listing keeps popping up when people search for your listing. Something else, especially for those who are still new, if you are new to the Airbnb platform, one thing that a lot of you do not know, the moment you list your platform on Airbnb, for the first few, okay, back in the day, I think it was the first 3 weeks or so, Airbnb tries to boost your listing. Like, they really, like, the algorithms intentionally boost your listing. So what is going to happen if they keep boosting your listing and people keep booking, they're going to keep boosting it more and more and more and more. So even by the time now they leave you on your own, you already have feedback that is already going to boost you. You have people already clicking. Remember, the more people even click on your listing, it also helps to boost your listing. So what that means is that just by virtue of you being on the Airbnb platform, you automatically get free marketing from them. And who doesn't want free marketing from them? And by virtue of you getting clients from the Airbnb platform, you already, it's not like an issue whereby you're, like, I would say, like, it's like preaching to the choir. Somebody who's already on the Airbnb platform is somebody who understands Airbnb. So you're not just going to be starting with somebody from scratch. So, for example, they will understand that Airbnb exists not to replace hotels, but to give us an alternative. So, for example, this Airbnb is a wooden cabin. Everything is wood, including those walls. And you can even see the roof. It's got like metal everywhere. A standard hotel room would have like a ceiling board and a proper wall and all that. You can see, but this house doesn't have any of that, because that's not what I'm looking for. I have all those in my house, you know. So when I'm coming here, the fact, so if you're on Airbnb, you're not likely to find that client who will come to your house and still ask you, where's the ceiling board? Because, hey, why are you on Airbnb platform if you're still looking for ceiling boards? Go to hotels or go back to your house, yeah? And like, for example, another thing, this Airbnb doesn't have a TV. Yeah, because I don't need a TV when you have all this fabulosity. And guys, that's what I'm telling you, go and watch the full tour of this Airbnb. Oh my God, the views here are amazing, and the privacy and the quiet, and especially at night, it looks mwah. Which brings me to my next point. So this is especially for those who have been asking me, hey, Eva, is Airbnb still profitable? Does it still make sense to start an Airbnb in Kenya, for example? Yes and no. So first question you need to ask yourself is, what is your value proposition? What are you doing differently? And just because Eva has an Airbnb and she's making money, so even me, I can go and make money, is not a value proposition. Ask yourself, what differently am I bringing to the market? What solution am I bringing to the people staying at my Airbnb? So for me, in this particular Airbnb, I have just been like literally working the whole year from January all the way. I have only been to like proper vacation. I went for 3 days to Diani, which never became a vacation because I was going out every single night, coming back at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'm out the next day by 7 a.m. every single day for 4 days continuously. So I said I want a place in the bush where I am going to sit and relax, eat, sit out in the sun and just have a good time, listen to the birds, watch Mount Kenya. But then, guys, I can see Mount Kenya right from here where I am sitting. She is visible as I am sitting right here. I can see Mount Kenya. And that's what I wanted, like just a place to relax and unwind. And this is what this place gives me vibes. I didn't want like walls and like everywhere is this glass. It's an amazing place. That's what I wanted. So somebody who's offering something like this, obviously you're going to have market. But if you're going to be the one who's still offering, I don't know, a room where and another 2,000 Kenya shilling a night room, I don't know where, you're going to have a lot of competition. So if you are offering unique properties, there is still market. There is still a big need for that. So yes, there is market for those. But if you're just going to be the next, you know, those flashy things you see on Airbnb with gypsum, and there's a lot of competition for you. Last but not least, I always say it is very, very difficult to sell what you do not consume. The easiest thing to sell is what you consume. So take a moment, go and visit other Airbnbs so that you can also know what people are looking for. Because if you are going to be selling this product that you don't even understand, you don't even know what it is like to be an Airbnb client, it's going to be difficult to be an Airbnb host. So I would encourage you, visit Airbnbs, and you're also going to get ideas of how to run your own Airbnb. You're going to understand how other people have put systems in place, how other people are also doing that. They're running their businesses. So for example, like for me, I want to start my other Airbnb by the shores of Lake Victoria, this huge property, going to have little cabins. So it made sense for me to come here where somebody who's already walked that path is already doing it and have had a lot of learnings. I have seen how she has put her systems in place, and I'm not just going to start from scratch. And you might tell yourself, oh, it's going to cost me money to do this. Yes, but I mean, it costed her money to learn and fail, to learn and fail, to eventually get here where she is. So why not if I give her some money to also learn as well? So I hope this video was helpful for you. And if you are thinking of starting your own Airbnb, I wish you all the best. And good luck with that. We will see you on the next video. And please remember to go and watch the full tour of this Airbnb. It is on my travel channel, Ivam Tali. And guys, I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.